I want a booty.
Good. You could use one.
Number 10. Becca's crush on Ollie. When some Hannah Montana fan mail reveals to Miley that one of their classmates, Becca Weller, has a crush on her friend Oliver, she and Lily scheme to get the two together.
Becca emailed Hannah Montana and said she had a massive crush on you.
Becca Weller has a crush on me. Me.
I know. We were shocked too.
They tell Oliver about her crush, and he responds with a very questionable quote about how Becca wants to
take a ride on the Ollie trolley.
We know he's referring to himself, but the phrasing and nickname of him as something to ride makes the joke just a little more adult than the typical Hannah Montana joke.
All right then, let's go make her dreams come true.
Even worse, it likely wasn't unintentional, as Oliver already has a nickname for himself, Smokin' Oaken, so the writers really gave him a new nickname just for this joke.
I forgot something.
What?
My name.
It rhymes with trolley.
Number 9. Teen Bigfoot. When Miley's on-again, off-again celebrity boyfriend, Jake Ryan, comes back to town, the whole world is anticipating the release of his latest film, Teen Bigfoot.
And I gotta admit, I wasn't really sure if I could do this whole normal thing. I mean, I've been famous since I was the face of Wonder Diapers. The only diaper endorsed by astronauts.
Miley and Lily have clearly heard of his movie as they start to recite its tagline. Beginning with the phrase, "the only thing bigger than his feet," we never did get to hear the original end to the phrase, as Oliver interrupts by saying, "was his heart."
The only thing bigger than his foot was his heart.
This might have been the actual tagline to the movie, and would make sense for a Disney show, but we can also imagine an alternate, less PG-rated phrase about a different body part that's often related to one's foot size.
Miley, we don't exactly know how to tell you this.
Jake's horrible.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Number 8. The Silver Boot Awards.
Guess what single just won a silver boot for Best Country Pop Crossover?
True friend want a booty?
You got it!
Miley finds out she's been chosen to win a fictional Silver Boot Award, which she refers to as a booty throughout the episode. Clearly a fairly family-friendly reference to one's behind.
I can't believe it! This has always been my dream. Being on national television, holding my own booty.
This double entendre is made all the more obvious when Lily responds to her best friend telling her she's getting a booty by saying this.
Good. You could use one.
It's totally a joke that went over our heads as kids, but would definitely warrant a good chuckle today. Jokes aside though, no one needs to change anything about their body unless they want to. And young teens especially don't need to worry about the status of their booty or any other part of their body.
Fine. But if it weren't for your stupid booty, this totally would have worked.
Number 7. Jackson's Goosebump.
Such a lovely name, and you are a lovely man.
As part of an agreement with Rico to earn some extra cash, Jackson finds himself dressing up like Rico's father to help Rico buy an arcade. Jackson totally commits to this character, accent and all. But things start to get questionable when he starts talking about how all the excitement has given him a goosebump.
Look, I've got a goosebump right here. Go ahead and feel. You know you want to.
Jackson insists that Al, the arcade owner, feels his goosebump and acts offended when he declines.
I don't think he wants to feel your goosebump, Papi. You don't want to feel my goosebump?
Oddly enough, no.
Jackson later brings up his goosebump another time, asking Al if the excitement of striking up a deal with Rico has given him a goosebump.
You lie to me? You disrespect me? You treat me like a fool just to close a lousy, stinking deal? I love that.
Does it give you a goosebump?
This makes it even more clear that this joke oddly enough refers to a different part of the body that responds to excitement. Number 6. What happens?
Maybe I should stop using Uncle Earl's homemade gas.
You think?
The Stewarts are known for their groan-worthy puns, but this is one pun that the vast majority of the show's audience didn't understand.
I think I finally got it all off. I guess I just didn't get it all out.
When an unfortunate case of wrong time, wrong place causes Mama's accident to cover Miley's face in soot, Miley laughs it off by saying,
so it happens.
It's the kind of line that kids didn't think much of, but probably made parents do a double take just to make sure she didn't say something different. Honestly, it's surprising that a joke like this made it past censors, which truly makes the moment all the more shocking.
I'm glad to see that not everybody in this family blames a poor innocent car on all of their troubles.
Yeah, of course not. I love that car. I hate that car.
Number 5, Miley's knees. Every father wants his daughter to stay an innocent little girl forever, including Robbie Ray Stewart.
You want me to go, don't you?
No, I don't.
Yes, you do, because I'm all up in your business.
But when Miley begs her father to let her go on a date without the watchful eye of her bodyguard Roxy nearby, he's informed of the harsh reality that his daughter apparently has needs.
I'm a girl. I have needs.
Now, we're not sure exactly what Miley meant by that, especially because she was only about 14 years old on the show at this point.
Please tell me you just said you're a girl who has knees.
Apparently, Robbie didn't want to think too hard about the meaning either, as he glosses over the statement by choosing to believe Miley was just reminding him that she has knees instead. Number 4, theoretical surgery side effects. After Miley loses her voice so badly she needs surgery to correct it, she has some extreme anxiety leading up to her operation.
There was a 1 in a million chance he'd be a rock star, and that happened. There was a 1 in a million chance I'd be a pop star, and that happened. Face it, this family's 1 in a million central.
In typical older brother fashion, Jackson is little help when he starts listing off increasingly ridiculous things that could go horribly wrong during her surgery.
Besides, what do you think's gonna happen? Just as the surgery's about ready to start, a meteor hits a bus.
He terrifies Miley with a story of a giant neon wiener flying through the air and into some power lines, causing a power outage in the operation room.
The bus drives into a hot dog stand, a giant neon wiener flies into the power lines, the lights go off in the operating room, and then the next thing you know, you're spending the rest of your life singing like Aunt Pearl after she swallowed that kazoo.
Miley is so shaken by the story, she fearfully exclaims what's likely many celebrities' greatest nightmare, that a giant wiener is what's going to ruin her career as Hannah Montana.
Oh no, I'm never gonna be Hannah Montana again, all because of a giant wiener.
Number 3, Mr. Dontzig's robe. A minor but memorable character in the series, Mr. Dontzig was the Stewart's obnoxious next-door neighbor and Robbie Ray's neighborhood rival.
What would another leaf from your tree be doing in my hot tub?
I don't know. Maybe he wanted to party.
His first appearance on the series is part of what made him such a memorable character, as his entrance is quite shocking. Looking off screen, Jackson complains about seeing Mr. Dontzig approaching their driveway wearing a robe.
Hey there, neighbor!
Oh man, it's Mr. Dontzig. And he's wearing his robe again.
Robbie Ray, ever the optimist, tells Jackson he should be thankful he's wearing the long one this time, implying the existence of a shorter robe that leaves little to the imagination.
Yeah, well, count your blessings. At least this time it's the long one.
We count ourselves lucky, too, that we never had to see that other robe on screen.
So, something needs to be done about this.
Yeah, and I think something needs to be done about this. I would recommend possibly some sit-ups or maybe a bigger robe.
Number 2, Oliver likes feisty women.
Hold on, wait!
Oh no, it's Oliver again.
Before Oliver knew his best friend Miley was secretly Hannah Montana, he had a huge crush on the pop star.
He snuck into my dressing room last week, nearly jumped on stage the week before, and just when you think he can't get any more obsessed, bam! He kicked it up a notch.
This meant it was more difficult than anticipated to hide her secret identity, as Oliver proved he was willing to do whatever it takes to get close to Hannah. He even sticks his arm through the window of Hannah's limo after a concert, begging her to kiss his hand.
Hannah, please, kiss my hand and I'll never wash it again.
She instead has Lily's dog lick Oliver's hand, and thinking it's Hannah, Oliver seems to like it way too much. He calls Hannah an animal and declares his love of feisty women. That's a little too much information that we really didn't need to know about Oliver.
Come on, Thor, make yourself useful.
Woo! Baby, you're an animal. I like him feisty.
Number 1, Aunt Dolly bouncing in.
Family, so glad to have you here.
Good times, yeah.
While catching Lily up on the decades-old bitter rivalry between Miley's Aunt Dolly and her Mama, Miley tells the story of how it all started. Mama was dating none other than Elvis Presley, but the moment he saw Aunt Dolly bounce in, that was all it took for him to dump poor Mama.
It was high school. Me and Ma was having a summer romance, and then Aunt Dolly bounced in, and, well, that was pretty much all she had to do.
The bouncing part of this story is key to this joke, especially once you realize that Aunt Dolly is played by Miley Cyrus's real-life godmother and music legend Dolly Parton.
Mama never forgave Dolly for stealing the love of her life, Mr. Elvis Presley.
Considering her uniquely attention-grabbing figure, it's no wonder Aunt Dolly's bouncing had Elvis so entranced.
Hey, look at my sparkly nails! Just had them done for the award show.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.